beat is slow. The style is great, you say dag nabbit. And serving suckers is my bad habit.
Bank robber is on the loose tonight, accused of hitting a PNC bank. Now, how you can help police catch the robber in tonight's Crime Checker report.
Christopher Rooney, aka Cool C, would be born on December 15th, 1969 in Philadelphia. His first song would be released in 1987 called Juice Crew Diss, which would be a diss towards the New York City-based rap group Juice Crew, including rappers such as Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane. The song would get him a decent amount of attention, and after a few more releases in 1988, he would get a record deal with the notorious record label Atlantic Records, where he would release his debut album I Got a Habit in 1989, and the music was great, and that would show in the album charts, with the album going to number 51 on the Billboard Top 100 R&B Hip Hop. Then in 1990, he would release his next album, Life in the Ghetto, which would get him a similar reception to his previous, reaching number 74 on the Billboard Top 100 R&B and Hip Hop, which isn't as good, but still great, especially for such a new and young artist. However, it is around this time that we'd meet a man by the name of Warren McGlone, or most likely known in his stage name, Steady B.
Especially when the mic's involved, I won't sweat. I came in tonight to do what's right, to make your move, make your groove with the rhymes of the sight.
Steady B was also a part of a rap group called CEB, or Countin' Endless Bank. He would ask Cool C if he'd like to join the group, and Cool C said yes. And after joining the group, Cool C would put more focus on the group rather than his solo career. Because of this, he wouldn't really be releasing anything on his solo career. After everybody putting their all into this album, the group would finally drop their first and only record, Countin' Endless Bank, in 1993. However, the album was hit with disappointing sales and reviews, despite a few weeks prior one of the album's singles getting number 5 on the Billboard Top 100. Supposed reason for this was the change in the music. Even though it was just a few weeks, hip-hop had changed a lot and people weren't messing with what they were dropping anymore. Another issue the group was facing at the time was that one of their members, Ultimate Ease, was having legal troubles and was unable to come to the promotional tour for the album, making their income even worse. These financial troubles could have been one of the reasons that would lead Cool C and Steady B to do what they would do next. A few weeks before that fateful day in 1996, three men would come up with an idea to rob the PNC Bank in Feltonville, Philadelphia. These three men would include Cool C, Steady B, and another rapper from Philadelphia named Mark Canty. Their plan was basic: have Steady B in a minivan outside as a getaway driver, while Canty and Cool C would go in the bank and brandish their weapons and get the cash. However, it didn't go as planned. It's January 2nd, 1996, approximately 8:30 a.m. The PNC Bank has just opened when two gunmen would storm in brandishing their weapons. Very quickly, one of the tellers acts and sounds a silent alarm. The tellers continue to act as if nothing has happened and follow the gunmen's simple orders. A few minutes pass and the first responding officer, Loretta Vard, arrives, a mother of two young sons, and when Cool C sees her, he panics and ends up shooting Loretta in the chest at close range. After this, Cool C would run out of the bank in a panic, getting in the stolen green minivan that McGlone was driving, leaving his pistol behind. They would also leave Canty behind. A few hours passed. The men were still split up and the time was ticking. However, they were still able to regroup and watch the news reports on their crimes. As they would do this, they would think of their next moves. Little did they know at the time, the officer that Cool C shot would succumb to her injuries and die in the St. Christopher's Hospital for Children. Now the hunt was on. They had officially killed an officer. They would still be able to lay low for a few days. However, after they found the guns at the scene, they linked them to a few of the men's friends who actually purchased these guns legally, so it was easy to trace. These friends would then begin talking and they would lead them to the arrest of McGlone, who would tell them about the other men's involvement in the robbery, with Cool C being captured just 2 days later after McGlone's arrest, and then finally Canty would be arrested on January 14th. When the case went to trial, since they were all there and involved, they were all being charged with second-degree murder and aggravated robbery, with a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. However, the court felt that since Cool C was the one who actually fired the shot, that he should be punished more than the others, so they would push for the death penalty, and they would actually win, so he would be sentenced to death on November 1996. However, he was able to get a stay of execution, and then in 2015, he was supposed to be sentenced to death again, but once again, he was able to get a stay of execution. Also, despite the immaculate amount of evidence against him and 3 eyewitness testimonies, Cool C still maintains that he was innocent to this day. He has also just recently accepted Islam as his religion while in jail and is now 52 years old. This was the story of the bank heist rapper, aka Cool C. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, leave a comment, tell me your thoughts. Yeah, have a great day.